Alright, guys, it's me, your Lord Arbiter Blaze. So, today we're gonna talk about Phrolova. There's a lot of people misunderstand about her story and her role in Fractidus. So, I'm gonna explain what I understand about the story about Phrolova. This is connected between the story from Lupa's main story. If you play Lupa's main story back in 2.3, or should I say 2.4 if I'm not mistaken, because 2.4, at least I'm sure about it, it's 2.4, because that is Lupa and Cartity. And then now we're gonna discuss it, what I understand about the story about Prolobus. So in the beginning, we met Lupa, and she is like controlled. I mean, she is like imbued with the dark side. So Lupa's Lupa's body's reacting weird, and it happens that Mia is just like tormenting Lupa behind the scenes, and then supposed to be we are searching for Cartotea that time. So we are looking for Cartotea because she ventured on Septimont, but we can only talk to her on uh, resonance frictions ability, and we saw on her Cartotea's vision that she encountered Mia. Who is Mia? Mia is the fallen warrior um, that used to be Julia's gladiator on Septimont, but failed to meet Julia's expectation, and um, she was thrown somewhere by Julia, her superior, and Cristoforo himself, the villain behind the scenes of everything, the mastermind. I think so too. If you don't think Cristoforo is the mastermind, you can comment below who is you think the mastermind of the practice Praxidus. Because I thought in the first time Frolova was the mastermind or Scar, but it happens not. And I am shocked to tell you that the time we reached the Poloba main sword quest, um, excuse me, we try to find Prolova, and we try to trace her scent using Abby's help, and Abby clearly said that her Proloba's scent was the same as Mia's. You know who is Mia? She's the fallen gladiator that found by Cristoforo on the sea. Because Julia um pointed her location to Cristoforo, and then Cristoforo himself bring her on his lab, and guess what he made Mia as the vessel, the temporary vessel for Leviathan. Why? Because Leviathan loses Fleur de Lis, so he has to have another vessel. Because Leviathan have no body whatsoever for unknown reasons. I don't know. Maybe Rover beat him before and loses his body. Now now Leviathan is searching for a perfect body vessel that he can use long term, and then what I've learned about Proloba's backstory has as she tells us her story that he volunteered countless times for experiments and spent her life force for each experiments. Actually, I was just shocked when I discovered that Proloba was the one that giving life force to each vessels that Cristoforo is using. I mean, experiments that Cristoforo is using. Like, for example, Mia. So Mia's life force is from Frolloba's. So the time Lupa kills Mia's counterfeit, Frolloba's life is spent. So her life force is shortening because Frolova said on her main story quest that she is giving up her life for the experiments, and she was believing that she can bring back her old friends, family that died on the meteor crash. So I don't know if the story of Proloba in her mind was real or Cristoforo made it up again. That is one scary thing that I am not sure yet, because in her story quest, the meteor, while she's doing her concert, a meteor phenomena happen and hits the town where she is doing her violin concert, and everyone dies in front of her, and she's the only sole survivor of um, of that town where she lives on. And her ambition is to revive them all once. But Rover refuses, but because he told Prolova that it's pretty impossible. You can't bring someone who is dead long time ago. You can't do that, Prolova. It's not happening for you. And Prolova refused to believe it. And he still hold on to the promise of the Proxidus promises to him. Oh, the Proxidus maybe promise him, we will try to bring back your friends, your grandma, to you if you help us on experiments, like on our experiments. The Praxidus promises something that is impossible. So Rover didn't agree on Proloba sacrificing her life force countless times for Christopher's experiments and Leviathan's plans. So in the main story, the time we met Prolova, her life force is melting to the degree that is very low, like a flickering candle. So it's not Rover's fault that she is dying already. Rover tried to heal Proloba, if you don't recall it. Rover tried to heal her, but Proloba refuses. I don't need your help, she said. I don't need your saving. So Rover didn't save her because Proloba said it, so she don't need Rover's help. So Rover didn't help her until they came into Squirrel. Like, Rover wants to retrieve the gem, so the gem that Proloba is keeping, because it's a material she used to participate on the experiments of Cristoforo, but Rover failed to retrieve it, and also Proloba died in the process because her life is like a flickering candle already. Um, she spent so much life force already on the experiments that Praxidus and Cristoforo are doing many countless times. Like, for the more explanations here, guys. If you remember, the first dark tide happens on 1.0 from the beginning. All of those are people. Those tacit discords, they're humans. Human experiments of Cristoforo, and guess what? It's Frolova's life force used on every tacit discords we fought. That is indeed her story. That's how she loses her life, because she given her life to all of those tacit discords. A pawn soldier given given a life from Frolova's life force. So that's how she ends. Her last life force was very, very tiny. It's like a flickering candle. So the time we met her, she is on her dying state. So you can't blame Rover, because that's how Kuro Games written her story. So that's how Phrolova ends up. Though, here's the other explanation, deep explanation. Why is Rover didn't come for Phrolova the time she needs Rover? That time that the time she needs Rover, Rover lost already his memories, so he doesn't remember anyone. If you recall, Rover is journeying for his memories to come back. But up to until now, he isn't recovering any memories. Even he go to the tattoos. She didn't recover her memories. Right? So the time Phrolova needs Rover, Rover doesn't remember anyone, nor her promise to Phrolova. So that's it, guys. That is the whole lore story that I understand about Phrolova and Rover. Between Rover and Phrolova is someone like ex-lovers that doesn't want to go back to each other because they know they can't. And to begin with, Phrolova is in her dying state. The time we met her on her story. So that's all for the lore I know about the story about between Rover and Phrolova. So there's nothing to push our narratives here that Phrolova should be living. No, guys, that is not how Kuro written her. So she was written to be the waifu that should Rover have before, but betrays Rover and decided to join Fraxidus. That's it. So that's it. That's it for the lore that I know about Phrolova and Rover story. So I'll see you guys next time. If you like more lore talks like this, just let me know let me know down the description below my video, so we will do more lore talks about Wutheringwaves characters if I know the story behind them, deep story behind them, because I love Wutheringwaves stories, super duper love them. I listen to them, I never skip them, I read them. You already know it if you are my subscribers. You already know it. I never skip a single freaking Wutheringwaves stories. I read them. I understand them deep well. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this to your friends who love Phrolova, so they will know the deep story about her between and Rover and why she died. Goodbye.